Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today we are going to learn how to score, specifically a MAHJONG hand. We're going to be playing, or scoring in the context of Japanese MAHJONG, riichi, and yeah. If any of you saw the schedule for this week, we were supposed to have a collab today. But it seems like one of the members suddenly became unavailable, so we are going to be postponing that possibly next week, but to be confirmed. Jellycode, welcome in. You can't go wrong with a little John. Indeed. Also, thanks for suggesting this this trainer. Certainly would have words. But anyway, yeah, thanks for suggesting this trainer. Let's shrink this a little bit so that the display is a little bit. That's fine. Apologies for the delay. I was doing a little bit of last minute re-layouting. That's a word. Also, I had to do a last minute reboot of my computer because stuff hanged and I couldn't get it to work. So there we go. Anyway. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you all had a good day. I feel like I don't remember how to stream anymore. I streamed just yesterday. Okay, but anyway, to start off here, how do we actually score these things? So we have this wiki page here, Japanese MAHJONG scoring rules on the riichi wiki. Go ahead and paste that in the chats here. I don't have to read the whole thing, but basically what it is each hand in a riichi hand has large points, which are called han, and small points, which are called fu, and those combine into this table here to give you the score. And this table is determined by this formula right here. So you do fu, number of fu, times 2 to the power of 2 more than the number of han. Nobody does that. Instead, we all just rely on the pre-computed table. And especially for the ones that are 5 han or larger, starting at mangan, because the values for that, if you go according to the formula, get so large that they're not really useful. And so they get capped somewhat arbitrarily. There is a game mode called, if we scroll all the way down here, called Aotenjo, which releases those caps and goes directly as the formula dictates. But we're not scoring against that today. So, I think it's probably better to just go through the hands and see what we have here. The display here is a little bit weird because it is... Maybe we do this instead. Maybe I move it over here. Maybe we go back to what I was thinking earlier. Okay. Yeah. By the way, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to shout them out in chat. This is a bit of a last-minute stream idea, so things might not be as smooth as I would hope. But I would have had to do this in some form or another anyway during the collab, so I guess this is just practice for that. And the reason why I am doing this is because I had to do this, make sure that I was okay for scoring during the collab. I did some rounds, I got them mostly right. But okay, so what do we have here? We have 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 7, 2, 2, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, and then we have 5 here. So it completes a 5, 6, 7 run over here. This is all closed. We got riichi, we got sumo, and we have these Dora indicators, which I see none for. So the Dora indicator, either the Urda Dora or the regular Dora. The next tile in the sequence, and if we open that up to this here, so this is the reference sheet from the Toronto Riichi Club. I like this sheet a lot. Very handy. I'll put in a link to that there in chat as well. Oh, no, that is not the public link. That is the link to my local. And why does my control A not work? Okay. So yeah. Hello. Okay, something's up with my Firefox. I don't know what's happening. But if you look up Toronto Reach Club reference sheet, you'll get to this page here. You can download the Reach reference sheet over here, and then you will get to this PDF. I don't know why my clipboard's not working, but whatever. So these arrows here say the order of Dora. So for the 3 suits, 3 numbered suits, you have them all in order. And then the 9 wraps around back to 1. And then for the winds, you have them wrapping in this order, so the seat order east, south, west, north, and then back to east. And then for the dragon tiles, you have them in this order. White is a stand-in for blue, green is a stand-in for the green, and then red for the reds. It follows the same Pinso-Man order, so blue, green, and red. The way I remember this is it's in alphabetical order, so green, red, white, G, R, W, and it loops around like that. So going back to this, we have no Dora because Dora indicator here is a red, which means the next one in the sequence is a white. And then we have the 4, but the next in the sequence is a 5. 5 so. We do not have a 5 so we have no Dora. Riichi is worth 1 Han. So that's +1. Sumo for a closed hand is, which it has to be for Riichi. Menzen Sumo is another Han, so that's +1. And now we're at 2. Actually, we should probably put this in some sort of notepad somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this bigger. I don't think so. Actually, you know, pull up one of these, because we know this one definitely works. Okay. Set no number. So, Riichi is 1. Sumo, men's and sumo is also 1. Do it this way. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Okay. So 1 for Riichi, 1 for Tsumo, and then we have 1 red Dora. So that's 1 here. And then we look at what the Aku is. It's Riichi at the very least. Do we have anything else? I don't think so. We don't have Penbu because we have a triplet here. And we don't have Tanyao because we have the 9 here, and I don't see anything else that matches. So the Yaku here, the different kinds of hands that you can make to be able to win. In this case, we've satisfied our requirements by calling Riichi, and that is 1 of the Yaku worth 1 Han. And then we also happen to also have Menzen Sumo, which is also 1. So I think in this case this is 3 Han, so we can put that into here. And then Fu, the way you count Fu here is we go back to the sheet. Each set starts with 2. So sequences either hidden or closed, or sorry, closed or open, don't add to the points. You're only looking at the sets and then the weights. So sequences can add to the points if you're waiting on a tile. but only in certain circumstances. So this here is, we start with 2, right? So our set base is 2. We'll put in 3 Han there. So our set base is 2. And then if we look at, for this one, it is a non-terminal, which means we just leave it at 2. So that's 2. And then we're looking at anything else. Is there anything else here that's a triplet? No. Then we look at our weight. If we're making this a 5, 6, 7, so this is an open-sided weight, that means that this scores no foo here, because you only get extra foo for weights if it's a pair weight, an edge weight, middle weight, and not an open weight like that. But because we got Tsumo, this is also a +2 right here. So 2 for Tsumo. And then you always have as your base 20 foo. So that is equal to 22. And then you always round up to the nearest 10, so this will be 30 foo. So all in all, we have 3 Han, 30 foo. We'll look at the table. Check to see which wind we are. We are north, so we're not dealer. And this was Tsumo. We look at 2 values here. So 3 Han, and then 30 foo. So 3, 30, Tsumo, 1,000 for non-dealers, and 2,000 for the dealer. Assuming we did this right. So 30 foo here, 1,000 and 2,000. Right? Okay. Let me check the answer. There we go. And that's 1. New hand. I'll send a link to this as well. This should be linked over in YouTube already in the description. But if you'd like to try this out, there you go. Once again, we have a hidden hand. We got Riichi again, Tsumo again. So same thing as before. We got Riichi and then Tsumo. We do not have a red door this time. Also, yeah, if I'm going too quickly, let me know. I can slow down. Why is it doing that? Okay, whatever. So we got Riichi and Tsumo already to begin with. I see 1, so this is not Tanyo. This fits into here like this. So this is 445566. That's an Ipei-ko. We look at the Yaku sheet. Ipei-ko is 1. If I can find it, Ipei-ko is 1. So that's 1 for Ipei-ko. And then do we see anything else? This is Penbu. Because we don't have any triplets, and we have a 2-sided weight. So this is either waiting on. So we have a 4, and 5 as a as our incomplete set. So we're either waiting on a 3 on this side, or a 6 on this side, and we got the 6. So this is Penbu. And our pair. Is that right? Yeah, our pair isn't a wind, a Yakuhai pair, so this doesn't generate any food either. So Penbu, if I can find it on the sheet, here it is. As also 1. So that is 1 for Penbu, which means this is. I don't think I see anything else here, because the door indicators are all honors. We don't see any honors here. So this gives us 4 Han. So now for the Fu, because it's Penbu, we already know that it doesn't generate any Han there. So it stays at 20 Fu. Sorry, Penbu Tsumo. So that Penbu Tsumo for closed hands, is a shortcut to know that it is going to be 20 fu. And so in this case, we just stop here. 400, 20 fu. We are the dealer, because this is our seat wind east. If your seat wind is east, that means you're dealer. 420 fu. That's Tsumo. And apparently you can only do this through Tsumo. Because if it were Ron, you'd incur fu and you'd be bumped to 30. But 420 fu is 1326. We can put that in here. Actually, no, this is dealer, so everyone pays 26. So if you're the dealer, then everyone pays you the higher amount. If you are non-dealer, then only the dealer pays out the higher amount. Everyone else pays out the smaller amount. So this is 400, 20 fu, and then we said 2600. Very good. I don't know how long we're going to be doing this for, by the way. Probably just an hour, hour and a half. I don't expect this to be particularly interesting enough to go on for a usual 2.5 hours, 2 to 3 hours. But until then, we can go ahead with this. So, looking at our round wind, seat wind, we are south, not dealer. I don't see any winds here, so that's fine. Door indicator is also a wind, so nothing there. Dora, I don't see a 1. Remember, back in the sequence here, the 9-pin wraps around to 1 for the Dora. We also got another riichi Tsumo. I swear there are other hands here that do this, but yeah. I could play some MAHJONG after. That is an option, yes. We could maybe put this stuff into action. Also, Mr. E, welcome in. So yeah, this is all riichi Tsumo. So I guess we can keep that down here. And then this is all closed hand. We have 1 red Dora. This fits into here as 3, 4, 5. Jovia, welcome in. What window manager are you using? I'm using WMII. It's a tiling window manager that is technically no longer maintained. I think. I mean, somebody's forked it. I don't know if they're actually maintaining it though. I mean, last year, this used to be a suckless project until they moved on to DWM, and then they abandoned this one because DWM is more lightweight than WMII. But I like this one. There's a lot of concepts here that have got me to stick with it. And fortunately, there doesn't exist an alternative for Wayland yet. Although I think somebody's working on it. I did see a Wayland WMII thing for it. Somebody's working on it. I don't know. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, good. This is still in active development. I don't know how ready this is for regular use, but good to know that somebody's working on it. But yeah, so riichi Tsumo, and then 1 red Dora, so that's 3. And then, yeah, back then WMII was really big. Was it? I mean, I don't think I was around. I was introduced to it around 2014. It was in the university computer lab, and I saw it, and I didn't know what it was, so I figured I'd give it a try. And I got stuck, but I really liked how it works, so I stuck with it. Is this it? Just 3 Han? I think this is just 3 Han, because I don't see any other Yaku here. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. So that's not Sanshoku. Yeah, I think everyone else who used to use WMI probably moved on to i3 or DWM, neither of which are exactly the same as Open My Eyes, so there are certain things that I don't like about how they manage the windows. I mean, it's fine. I'm just not used to it, I guess. So yeah, I don't see any other Yaku here. So I think it's just these three here. Dora, by the way, is not a Yaku. It is just an extra Han. Just for extra points. So you cannot win with just Dora. Samuel also used to use I3 back in 2010's Wayland equivalent Sway. Yeah, Sway is... At least we have Sway, because I think it's... Sway allowed us to get WL Roots or something like that, which a bunch of the other window managers are using. I guess they're compositors now. But yeah, the other tiling compositors are all WL Roots based. Okay, so counting food then. Starting with our weights, this is an open weight, so that doesn't generate any food. Starting our shows? No, don't worry about it. It's on me for responding to them right away. We do have a triplet here. So closed triplet of non-terminals. We have a set base of 2. And then concealed is times 2, so that's 4. 4 Fu, but yes, that's 2 times 2. For the 7 pin. And then we have the 2s here, the Yaku High pair. That's also in the 2 for the whites. So that is 20 plus 4 plus 2 is 26. And then round up, that becomes 30 Fu. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. So we look at our thing again. So this is 3 Han. So we've got 3 Han, 30 Fu. And we are non-dealer. And so we're looking at both here, 1,000, 2,000, 3 Han, 30 Fu, 1,000, 2,000. And if you work with the table enough, you start to memorize these numbers, because there's a pattern to them. There's plus 2 Fu for Tsumo, but still rounds up to 30 Fu. Very good. I forgot about that one. Yes, if you Tsumo, then you also get plus 2. So this is actually 2 for Tsumo. So that ends up being 28 Fu, and that does still round up to 30. Good catch. But yeah, if you start working with the table a lot, you start recognizing certain patterns. Like 1,000, 2,000 is a fairly common one. So 3 Han, 30 Fu is the same as 2 Han, 60 Fu. Right, 1,000, 2,000 here. You remember the formula where it's the number of Fu times 2 to the power of 2 plus number of Han, which means every Han is basically just a doubling. So if you have the number, if you cut the number of Fu in half, but also add a Han, then it works out to be the same thing. Okay, next hand. Okay, no honors. So our round wind is south and our sea wind is south, which means we're not dealer. Door indicator is a 7, which means if we look at the chart here, the 7, next one over is 8. We do see an 8 here. Uradora is a 7 pin, but we don't see an 8 pin here. So our 8 is our only Dora. It's 1 Dora. We have riichi, which means this is a closed hand. And we got 1 for riichi. No Tsumo, which means this is on. We got the tile from someone else. And then this here fits into, I think, this here, 987. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a pair of 9s. This is the Yaku Itsu. That is worth 2 Han closed. So Itsu here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a single suit. So that's 2 for Itsu. This is an edge weight. Because we have a 9, 8. There, you can't wait on the 10 because the 10 doesn't exist, so there's only the 7. So if we start calculating for... Yeah, I don't see any other Han here, so I think we're good for that one. Oh no, riichi, no. Okay, we already got that one. So this is 4 Han. So now to calculate the number of Fu, we start with our 20 base. We know that this is a Ron, and closed Ron is plus 10. So that's already 30 points. 30 Fu, rather. And then for the edge weight, that is a plus 2. Right there. And then do we see any triplets? No. And this was the only one that we're waiting for. And our pair is not a Yakuhai pair, so that also does not give us any points. So this turns out to be 20 plus 10 is 30 plus 2 is 32. Rounding up, that's 40 Fu. And so then we look at the table. 4 Han and 40 Fu. This is Mangan territory, so this is where the points get high enough that the number of food doesn't matter. So we look at the table, it says Mangan, see below. We look at the Mangan square here. I hope this is big enough, by the way. Nobody's complained about it, so I'm going to assume it is. We have 4 non-dealer, because we are south. And this is 1, so we're only looking at the one... actually, we're looking at the bottom one. So this is 8,000. It's worth it, I think, to memorize the bottom table, because they're just very easy to memorize. It's all fairly orderly. And, you know, if you make hands that are high enough to reach this table, you never have to deal with who. It's very easy to score. So, 4 Han and 40 Fu. And 8,000. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Very good. Once again, if there are any questions, just pop them in chats. I'll be happy to answer them. And if I'm going too quickly, also stop me to slow me down. For those of you who don't know how to play Mahjong, we are going to be doing a collab. It was supposed to be today. Ended up getting postponed because one of the members became suddenly unavailable. So we're hoping to maybe do it next week, but to be confirmed. Okay, what do we have here? So the round is a south. Seat wind is south. So we're in south round. We are south, which means we're not dealer. Door indicator is also south. Means this is very expensive, because if you look at this, Dora from the south is west, a south indicator is a west Dora, and we have 3 wests here. So right away, that is 3 Dora. We did not Sumo, we did not riichi, so this is a on. And there's no riichi here. So that means there has to be some other Yaku here, because this is not our seat wind. I see here Nipeiko 445566. Which again, as we saw earlier, is a 1 Han. And I think that might actually be it for this one. I don't see anything else here. This is not a Yaku because it's not our seat wind, as I said earlier. So then to calculate the number of Fu, so we started with our 20 base. This one's a very easy target, so let's do it with this one. That is 2 for the base for the sets, times what we have here, 2 for concealed, or times 2. And then this is also a wind, so an honor. So that's also times 2. And I think that's it for that one. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so that's 8 Fu for the wests. Our weight here is a 2-sided weight, so that does not generate any Fu. And our pair, which is the 2 So, is not a Yakuhai wind, so that also does not generate any points. So, that equals 28. Oh, actually no. There's one more. This is closed run. So remember, no Tsumo here, which means this has to be a run. And everything here is closed because we don't see any claims here. So this is closed, and we get plus 10 for closed run, which means 10 plus 20 is 30, plus 8, that's 38. 38 Fu, which rounds up to 40 Fu. Once you start getting used to scoring, you start to get a feel for what is 30 and what is 40. Generally, it's going to be either 30 or 40. You can start with 30, and then if there are like hidden, or if there are any triplets of, say, terminals or honors like these, then it might jump up to a 40. And then more of those you're going to have to calculate because it might be lower down on the table. Pinfu Tsumo is always going to be 20. Yeah, Pinfu Tsumo is always going to be 20. So that's another shortcut there. But we have here 4 Han, and then 40 Fu. Once again, that is Mangan, so that is, as non-dealer, Ron, another 8,000. Alright, 5 for 5. I swear there are open hands here. I've seen them before. Okay. What do we have here? So round wind is east. Our seat wind is north. We're not dealer. Calling riichi. But no Tsumo, so this is on. We have a Dora indicator of a 5, which means the 6 is a Dora. And then we have the Ura, which we got from our riichi. Is a 3, which means the 4 pin is a Dora, which we do not have either. So we have no Dora. So right away we have 1 for riichi. And that could be our only Yaku here. And so here we can interpret this in, I think, 1 or 2 ways. We got the 2. Clean this up a little bit first. So we got the 2, which means we can either fit this in as 2, 3, 4, or we can fit this in as 1, 2, 3. So as a 2-sided weight or a middle weight here. And the way you decide is the way that maximizes the number of points. So if we interpreted it as 1, 2, 3, which means that's going to be a middle weight. I'm just going to copy this because we have two different options we can do here. So that's a 2 for a middle weight. And then I don't think we generate anything else because we don't have anything else. So that would be 1 for riichi. That's 1. And then 2 for middleweight. And then 10 for closed run. This would be 32, which runs up to 40 fu. Or the other way to look at this is we have a set of 1, 2, 3, and then we complete the 2, 3, 4 here. So this here, we would end up getting Penbu, because it's only sequences, it's a two-sided weight, and the pair is not a Yakuhai tile, which satisfies all of these. We would not generate any fu here, so this is 1 for Penbu. So then we have 2 Han, and then Penbu on still generates the 10, I believe, so closed on. So this would be 30 fu, which rounds up to 30 fu. So then we look at the table to see which one is higher. Generally, if you have more Han, it's going to be higher than one that has less Han. So in this case, we have the 1 Han from the riichi, and then 40 fu, 1 Han 40 as non-dealer. Yes, non-dealer. 1 Han 40 as non-dealer on is 1300. Whereas in our other case where we called the Penbu, this would be 2 Han and 30, which is 2000. 2000 is more than 1300, so this is the correct interpretation. That's 2 Han, 30, and 2000. Wait, did I mess something up here? Oh, this is Sanshoku. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is one sequence in every suit. That is Sanshoku. Where is this? Sanshoku Doko. Yeah, this one. That's an additional 2 Han there. Something is peculiar about the sequences. Yes, I missed that message there. So the real answer here is plus 2 Han for Sanshoku on both sides. This would be 3 Han on this one, and then 4 Han on this one. So what you would actually end up having is 4 Han 30 with 7700 versus 3 Han 40, which would be... Sorry, 4 Han 30 is 7700, 3 Han 40, which is 52. 77 is still larger than 52, so this is still the correct interpretation. Some rule sets have this rule called Kiriage Mangan. Oh, did I highlight the wrong one? Yeah, Sanshoku Dojun often shortened to just Sanshoku is 3 concealed. I think this needs changing, doesn't it? I feel like this needs changing. Oh no, sorry, this is not Anko. I should be looking at sequences. Same sequence in each suit. Yes, 2 Han closed. It's the same sequence in each suit. So as we saw before, this is 1, 2, 3 in the So, 1, 2, 3 in the pins, and 1, 2, 3 in the Man. Here, some rule sets have a toggle called Kiriage Mangan, where 77 is close enough to 8000, so they consider it as Mangan, and so they just round up. So 4 Han 30 and 3 Han 60 under Kiriage Mangan count as Mangan, and so you go straight to here. WRC rule set, which is the international rule set, our international competition rule set uses this this toggle, but many the online clients that you're generally going to be familiar with, so Penbu and MAHJONG Seoul, and I think Riichi City, I believe they do not use Kiriage Mangan. Jellycode can correct me here. We are also not scoring with that, so we're gonna keep this. Okay, so first answer wrong, because we missed Sanshoku. Alright, finally we have an open hand. Alright, what do we have here? So round wins, seat wins, east round, and we are east wins, so we are dealer. The door indicator is a 8 so, which means 9 so would be the Dora. We do not have that. We have not called riichi, but we did call Sumo. We have opened our hand to claim a green dragon from the person across from us. And we had drawn a 5 so, the red 5, as our winning tile. So this is an open weight of 2 here. And then we have sequences otherwise. Alright, so let's reset our board here. We don't need the rest of these. So, we have not called riichi, so that does not apply. We get 1 from Yakuhai. Any set of dragons, in which case the green dragon here, is what's considered Yakuhai. Right here. So that is worth 1. And you count that for every set of dragons or seat wins that you have, or round wins. So each of those are eligible. Do we have any other Yaku? I don't see any others. So I think that might be it. Dora. We have a red Dora. That's 1 red. And I don't see any regular Doras, because if I don't see any 9s, Dora indicator is 8, which means a 9 would be the regular one. So this gives us a total of 2 Han. And now for the base. So we start off with 20, and then for the green dragons, we start off with 2, and multiply that by 2 because it is an honor tile. It is open, not concealed, so we don't get the ×2 for that one. And so this is just 4. You start, once you do more and more food calculations, you start learning, you just start kind of recognizing what the food count is without having to calculate these. Sometimes for the quads, you might have to calculate them a little bit, but you know, it comes with practice. This is an open-sided weight, so we do not generate any from that. The pair is not a win tile, so we don't get anything from that either. We don't have any triplets, so I think 24 is all we have, which means it rounds up to 32. We do not get... Oh, no, hold on. We also get +2 for Tsumo. So remember this. We may not get the Tsumo Yaku, but we still Tsumo the tile as in draw it ourselves. So we still get the food for that one. So this is actually 26. 26 food. But it still rounds up to 30 food. So looking on the table, we have 2 Han and 30 Fu as dealer, which means everyone pays out, because it's Sumo, 2,900. Sorry, this is the wrong value. I should be looking at the Tsumo row. Okay. 230. Everyone pays out 1,000. Okay. So at least we got the Han and Fu right. So I'm just reading the table wrong. By the way, in a real game, if like in person, everyone is responsible for making sure that the value that is calculated is correct. in practice, that usually just means if it sounds right, then it's probably fine. Especially if you're not too used to scoring, you'll just let somebody else score for you. But it is good to know. It is good to have a sense of how big the number should be, so that if somebody says something wrong like that, like everyone pays 2,900, then you know to flag it. Because everyone pays 2,900. That is like manga and Hanuman territory. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so next hand, we have another closed hand. We call riichi. This is not sumo, so this is Ron. We have our indicators, the 5 as the Dora indicator, so that means the 6 is a Dora. The Ura is a 4, which means the 5 is that, or the Ura Dora indicator is 4, which means the 5 pin is a Dora. We do not have any 5s in our hand. Our seat wind is the west. Around wind is east. We are non-dealer, but it means that this pair here is important. So, starting off with the Han. One for riichi. And I think this might just be a riichi hand. But we do get one for the door here. So that's one there. So this is 2 Han. If I'm not mistaken. And then going through each of our sets. So for our 6 so, we have a concealed triplet. So we start with 2 for that one. And then it's concealed, so that's times 2. It is not an honor tile. So it just stays like that, and then it's not a quad, so that is 4 for our 6 so. Going along here, this is a sequence, so that doesn't generate anything. This is a sequence, same thing. Then same calculations for the 6 so, because the 8 is concealed and not honors, or not terminals. This is also 4 for the 8 man. Our west wind is a Yakuhai pair because it is our seat wind. So that's +2 for our west. And then for our weight, it is a middle weight because we have the 6 and 8 here. We're waiting for the 7 in the middle. That's what it means to be a middle weight. And so that is another +2. +2. That's a lot of food. Except it doesn't actually turn out to be a whole lot. So that's 20 plus 4 is 24, plus another 4 is 28. And then 30, 32. Which then rounds up to 40 fu. I'm missing something. This is not sumo, and this is closed, which means this is a closed run. Which means this is 42 fu, this is 50 fu. So it actually is a lot of fu. Never mind. 50 is not that rare, but it is somewhat uncommon. So we're looking at 250 as non-dealer and non, which means when we're looking at the bottom row here, 2 Han, 50 non-dealer on, so that's 32, 3200, 2 and 50, 3200. All right, good, finally. Something that's correct. Why do we keep getting closed hands? All right. Once again, close hand riichi Lon, because it's not Sumo. We have Uradora as the 4-so, so we have 2 Dora here. This is the 2 5s. Already off to a good start. You wouldn't have known this because it's the Order Dora. It's the Dora that's revealed after you win, having called riichi. But we also have the regular Dora here. So the 8 is an indicator for the 9 pin. So we have another one there, so that's 3 Dora. We can put that in now. Seat wind is south, which means we're not healer. Round wind is east. We don't have any east or south here, so it doesn't matter. We already know we have one for riichi. So 4 Han is already looking very good. This here slots into here as 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an open weight. And do we see anything else? I think I'm... Oh yeah, Penbu. Because this is an open weight here, and we don't have any... we don't have any honors. We don't have any triplets. And our pair is a non-terminal. So this also goes for Penbu. And we already know that Penbu is 1. So this is 5 Han. If you're scoring in person, it doesn't matter. You can stop here because we're at 5 Han. Anything from 5 onwards means that you are in limit hand territory and you just look at the table right away. The Fu don't matter. But because this thing asks for Fu, we're going to have to calculate it. But we have it easy because this is Penbu, which means we don't actually generate anything. So this is 20 Fu anyway. No, that's wrong. This is Ron. So that's closed Ron, which means this is 30 Fu. And that rounds to 30 Fu. So it's 5 Han, 30 Fu. Again, Fu doesn't matter here. So in either case, look at the table of 5 Han. Non-dealer on is 8,000. Very good. Number 10. I don't think this looks correct. That's not correct. But I don't think it also. I also don't think it matters for a calculation. For context here, you can only have at most 1 tile off to the side. Actually, I wonder if this. No, I think what happened here is this is probably. No, there is a situation where you can get 2 that are sideways, and it's when you had called pawn on a triplet here, and then you got the 4th one and added it as a con. So this is probably an added con here. But looking over here, so our round wind is east, our seat wind is south, so we're a non-dealer. We have our initial indicator as, oh, this is expensive. We have an indicator as the 1, and if we remember from our sheet here, 9 wraps around to 1. So all of these are Dora. And then because it was a con, we get to flip the next Dora indicator, that is a 1 pin, which means the Dora is a 2 pin. We don't see any here, that's fine. No Tsumo, so we did not get our winning tile from ourselves. And then no riichi because this is all open. So, starting off with our Han. This has 1 yaku for the greens. So that's 1 yaku high. We have 4 Dora. As mentioned before. We have 1 red. That's one red Dora. And I don't see any other Yaku here, I think, because we have... This is a set, this is a set, this is a set, but these two sets are open, so we don't get San Uncle, 3 concealed sets. We also don't get Honitsu, the half flush, because these are not character tiles, even though the rest of them are. And nothing else I think fits the pattern. Our winning tile is the 4 man, which slots in here as 2, 3, 4. That is a 2-sided weight. And we have here as a 5 as a set, and then the 8 as a pair, and the other 2 are self-explanatory as sets. Okay. So in terms of Han, I think this is all we have. So this is 6 Han. Again, in person, this 6 is more than 4. So you could stop here if you were scoring this in person. But in terms of Fu, our weight doesn't generate anything because it's an open weight. We have a concealed set here, concealed non-terminal. So concealed gets us ×2, non-terminal means we leave it at that. So this one's 4 for the 5 man. And then we have a pair of non-terminals, so that also does not give us anything. We have this quad here. A quad of terminals. But an open quad of terminals. That is not ×2 for concealed, but ×2 for honor tiles, or sorry, terminal tiles, but also ×4 for the quad. So this is 2 × 2, which is 4 × 4 is 16 for our 1 soul. And then we have a triplet of the greens here, and so that is 2 base ×2 for the honor tiles, and then none for the others, so this is also ×4. So, adding that up, we have 20 plus 4, that's 24, and then plus another 4, that's 28, and then plus 10 is 38, plus another 6 is 46. I did my math correct. That runs up to 50 Fu. I'm just going to double check here because I don't trust myself. That's 4. Plus 16, and plus 4 again. Is this 44? 20, plus 4, and plus 16, and plus 4 again. Okay. I apparently mathed wrong the first time. Which I guess makes sense, because this is 4 plus 16 is 20, so 20 is 40, and then we have 4 here. It's okay, VTubers can't math. So 44 Fu, which rounds up to 50 Fu. Doesn't matter anyway, because it rounds up to the same number in this case. So 6 Han, 50 Fu. The Fu doesn't even matter because it's 6 Han. We go directly to the table at the bottom as non-dealer, because we are south, and this is on. Non-dealer on is 12,000. Pretty expensive hand. Woohoo! Oh, I guess we can keep going. We'll stop whenever it feels right, and then we can switch over to actual playing, and then see it in practice. Okay. So we have here no riichi, no tsumo, so this is run. This is closed run, so that automatically gets us the plus 10. clean this up here. Dora indicators, we have the 2, which means the 3 is the Dora. And then that's probably it. So our Yaku here is Yaku High because we have the sea winds and that counts for Yaku High. So that's one for Yaku High, as we've seen before. I think that might be it. As we said, 1 Dora. So that is a 1 Dora. So that is 2 Han. And we said this was closed on. So that is 10 right there. And then going through our list here, we have a sequence. Doesn't generate foo. We have another sequence, also does not generate foo. And then a non-terminal pair. And once again, no foo. Another sequence, once again, no foo there. This will generate us some foo. This is because we got the last tile from someone else and we didn't draw this. This counts as, for foo calculating purposes, as an open triplet. So that is 2 times 2 for the honor. So that is 4. And then because this is a Jellycoat, I thought this generated food, doesn't it? Plus another +2 for the weight. Why is it not on the sheet? Yeah, maybe we'll have to get them to fix that. I'm pretty sure this generates another +2 for the set weight. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, it doesn't? No, hold on. Yeah, no, the 10... So this is a closed drawn, yes. No, I'm talking about the set weight here. Because I thought... Yeah, we can look this up here. Ooh. I thought waiting for a set also generates foo. We could put another +2. But maybe it's just these ones. Gains foo by completing a triplet. Yeah, hold up. Wait a minute. Ah, okay, no, that makes sense. Shampoo is only valued based on the completed set. Okay. Fair enough. So because this is a triplet, it gets effectively upgraded. So the weight itself doesn't get added or calculated, doesn't generate foo, but the set that it creates does. Clearly, I'm a little bit out of practice. But I think this is it in terms of that. So this is 20 plus 10. So that is 30, and plus 4, this is 34. Which means this is 40. And this is 240. And this is 1 from non-dealer, so this is 26. Okay, good, nice. But yeah, like I said, as you see these values more and more, right, you see a lot of 230s, 240s, so on and so forth, you start memorizing them. One of the patterns here, 26, so like 13, 26, 52. One way to remember that is these are numbers in a deck of cards, like 52 decks in a card, sorry, 52 cards in a deck. and half of that is 26, and half of that is 13. And then for the like this is 2,000, 1,500, and 300. I just know that one. I don't remember what the other tricks were. Then these ones are fairly easy to remember down here. I have not memorized the table. Other people, well, I tend to play with have memorized the table, and I tend to lean on them, which is why I'm a little bit out of practice for this one. But for the collab, I will be the one who's most experienced, so I have to make sure that I know my my scoring. I'll probably go for a few more, and then we can switch to real play. Okay, so we have a round wind, seat wind as both south. We have the Dora indicator as 3, which means our 4s are Dora. Tsumo is so this is Ron, and then no riichi because we have it open. Waiting tile is 3. This slots in as 3, 4, 5. Okay. But all the information that we need here. So what is Ariaku? It looks like this is Tanya. There are no terminals, there are no honors. Tanya, if you look in terminals, or the lack thereof, I suppose, that is worth 1. So, that is 1 for Tanya. And then we saw 2 Dora. And then here we have a 345, 345. This would normally be an Ipeiko, but Ipeiko only works if it's closed. We have an open hand, so this is not considered Ipeiko. I think that's it for this one. So this is 3 Han. 20, and then looking at our Fu here, we have a 2-sided weight, so that does not generate any Fu here. These are both sequences, these are 2 sequences, so these don't generate any. Our pair is a non-terminal, so no Fu there. This one does. It is a triplet, so that we start off with 2, and times 2 for concealed. But nothing else, because this is not a terminal for the 7 pins. So that is a total of 4 for that one. And then we have an open triplet here. This is 2, but nothing else because this is not concealed. This is not a terminal. This is for the 2-mon. So adding this up, I think that we've gone through everything here. Right, and this is not a closed run, so because we have an open hand, so we don't get the plus 10 for that one. So this is 20 plus 4, which is 24, and then 2 there, 26, which rounds up to 30. So going back to the table, we have 3 Han, 30 Fu as non-dealer. 3,900. Nice. Yeah, I'll do a few more. Alright, what do we have here? So this is already very clearly an open hand. We have a triplet of greens here. Our round wind is east, the seat wind is east. So we are first dealer on the first hand. Our door indicator is the west, but that means that the north, if you look at the sheets, west here means the north is the next one in line. That means the north is Dora. We don't have any norths, so no Dora for us, fortunately. Did not call riichi, couldn't have anyway, this is open. And we didn't draw the tile ourselves. So this is a ron. Looking for a Yaku here. I think it's just the greens. So the greens are definitely at least one. So one for Yakuhai. And we have 1, 2, 3 for the bamboo, 1, 2, 3 for the circles, but we don't have a 1, 2, 3 for the characters. So this is no Sancho fruit. This is not our round wind or a sea wind, so this does not count for Yakuhai either. So I think it is just the greens here. 6s are non-terminals, so we don't get Chanta. Chanta here being under sequence to terminals. Terminal honor in each group repair. It's a bit of a meme hand. Don't go for it unless you know that you should. Unless, you know, if the opportunity presents itself, it's more of a bonus rather than something you should really go for. Okay, so if it is just one hand for this one, then counting our food, we have the 20 as our base. This is an open weight, so no score for that. This is a sequence, so no score. Non-terminal pair, no score. This one will definitely have something. So we have the 2 for our sets, 2 for concealed, and then 2 for the terminal honor. In this case, it is an honor. This will be 8. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 for the west. And then we have the greens, which is times 2 for the set base, and then times 2 for the terminal, or for the honor. So that's times 4. Or, yeah, plus 4 for the green. I think that's it. So 20 plus, so this is 8 plus 4 is 12, 32. Rounds up to 40 fu. And then looking at the table, one han, 40 fu as dealer, gone. 2,000. Very good. Let's maybe do one more. I feel like doing one more, and then we can probably switch to playing. Okay. So once again, no riichi, no tsumo. So this is open hand. Tsumo. So this is ron. Round is east. Sea wind is north. So we're not dealer. And the door indicator as the 7 pin, which means next in the sequence is 8 pin. We have true door here. Let's clean this up. And then we have, so we aren't calling riichi, this is open, which means we have to have some sort of yaku in here. And I'm seeing no honors, no terminals, so this is Tanyao, which we learned earlier was 1. Now so we had 2 Dora. These ones. That's fine there. Do we see anything else? This is 5, 6, 7. This is 5, 6, 7. But we don't have a 5, 6, 7 in the circles. So that is not a Sancho group. I think that's it for Yaku. So this is 3 han in total. And now for our Fu. Non-terminal, or sorry, sequence doesn't generate. We have a non-terminal closed set. So this is 2 for the set, times 2 for closed, and then that's it because this is non-terminal. This is 4. for the 6 pin. And then we have the 8 non-terminal pair that has no points. 5, 6, 7. This is a sequence, also no points, and also no points for this one because it is also a sequence. So this here is a lowly 24, which rounds up to a 30. Again, generally speaking, if you see this, you know, there's only a hidden, there's only one triplet. It's non-terminal. It may be closed, whatever. It's generally going to be about 30. You kind of get a gut feel for that. So 3Han 30. 3Han 30 as non-dealer. He wins is north. And on, because we didn't sumo. The 3Han 30 as non-dealer is 3,900. Alright. Does anyone feel like going for more? Because I think this is probably fine. Let's do one maybe without having to do all this calculation here. So just guessing, or like from gut feel here, I don't see any triplets here. This looks like it's Tanya, or sorry, not Tanya, Penbu, because there are no triplets. This is a two-sided weight. We have two-door indicator, or two-door here because of the indicator here. We have 2 red doors, so that's 4 Han already, plus 1 for the Penbu. That's 5. That's already a MAHJONG. It's seat wins, which means this is 12,000 points. Because we're east and we're dealer. So this would be 5 Han. And because of the Penbu, this is... Oh, no. 30, because this is a Ron. Right? Did I mess up? Oh, we didn't call it... Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Did I miscount? Okay, I don't know what I was thinking here. This is supposed to be the 2. The door for this is 2, not 9. I was thinking backwards. Ah. So this would actually just be 3. 3 Han, because we have the 2-door here and then 1 for the Penbu. Which then 330 means I'd have to go look at the table. 330. Ron is non-dealer, or as dealer is 58. Okay, let's do that again. So this is the middleweight here. We'll call it riichi. The indicator tsumo. So this is 1 Han here because of the Dora. riichi, that's 2 Han. This is a Ron, which means this bumps us up to 40 because it's the middleweight. So 2 Han 40, whatever that is in the table, as non-dealer is 26. Okay. At least I got that one. I'll do a couple more just off the cuff like that, and we'll move on to games. Okay, door indicator is this. I see no door here. Our seat win is this. This is a Yakuhai already, so that's 1. We got 2 for. I got another one for the red door, so that's 2 Han. We got Tsumo, or rather, we drew the tile ourselves, but this is open, so we don't get the Tsumo. We don't get Menzen Tsumo, so that's not a Yaku. This is considered a concealed set. So we got a set here, and got another set here. I don't think that reaches 10. Actually reaches just 10, I think. So this is 30... No, 40, because we get +2 per Tsumo. So this is 140. Am I missing anything? No, this is 240 because of the Dora. We just said that. So 240 as non-dealer is 816, or 700, 1300. Okay, one more. Make sure I got this. So we're east, around wind is east, no riichi, no tsumo. Somebody called Kan, apparently, because we have 2 door indicators, neither of which help us. This looks like a Tanyo, so that's 1. This is a red door, so that's another 1. I don't see anything else here. That's 2 Han. I see nothing big here, so that's 2 Han 30. Again, using those shortcuts there. 230. That's 26. 2000. Oh, it's dealer. Right. 29, okay. Well, we can't end off like that, so we're gonna do another one. What happens when you try to speed run scoring? No riichi, no tsumo, so this is wrong. 1 yakuhai because of the white. 1 Dora for the reds. Nothing from the indicators, so that's 2 Han. And otherwise, this looks like it's fairly low in terms of points. We only get points from this one, essentially. So this one is actually 230. Which means it's actually 2000. Because we're non-dealer. Okay, I think we're probably going to end that there. We're going to move on to Tenho. And to try to play this all see this all in action. Just going to set it up over here. Yeah, any questions, by the way? I hope you learned something here. May have gone too fast, may have gone too slow for some of these, but I think it's useful to break it down and see how they're all calculated, even though during a game you might actually just shortcut everything. And then look at the table. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Full screen that. And then we can hide this one because we don't need this anymore. Okay. I'm going to go into a standard hand here. Now we're going to try our best to annotate some of the scoring. It's going to be a little bit more difficult because there is a time limit. And I realize you don't have any game sounds because I didn't connect anything here. I might set that up for the next one. Or maybe while I wait, we'll see. Okay, go to the west here. So we're looking at the reds for our Yaku, probably. Got a Yaku high. This. The south's probably better. South is our round wind, or sorry, our seat wind. So we can hang on to that for a little bit longer. But I don't think it's worth it. And here's where we hope for greens. I'll pawn that. I'll get rid of this disconnected bit. Okay, you might start hearing sounds now. Hopefully they're not too loud. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. And of course, as soon as I discard it, I get something that connects. You know what? I know I said you shouldn't go for Chanta, but it's pretty tempting in this case because we have this, we have this, right? The 1s, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s here, and the only ones that are out there that are odd are the 4 and the 6. I think it might be worth going for it. I don't see the greens anywhere, so I don't expect to be getting. I don't expect to be getting. You know, what do you call it? The Daisangan, 3 big dragons. So looking ahead to our scores, or not. Okay. So Sanshoku Dojun is 2 Han, Tanyao is 1 Han, Dora is 1 Han. Looking at here, we have. We're gonna have to play this out. Next one for this one is the white, so this is Dora here. So looking up here, they had a middleweight, so that's +2. And then close run, that's +10. Oh, it's closed, right? Yeah, I think that's closed. But also, it doesn't matter because it's Mangan. So nobody counts Fu after that. I think we're gonna have to cut the Dora here. Because we don't have another one, and this is kind of dangerous the further along we go. So it's best to cut it off early. And we're probably going to cut this one next. So we have a 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, which means I'll cut this one first. Oh, but I technically don't have a pair, and that could have been the pair. That could definitely have been the pair. I am starting to see Itsu here. It's not a great position to go for, but it's there. It still keeps us, I think, fairly flexible though, because keeping this is a lot more flexible than keeping this one here. So the next thing we do is drop this one. And we're gonna hope for the 7. So we get tPengu. So we already have 1 Han for the reds.
Each.
It's hard to say what else we might get. This one is somewhat safe. There's a Suji, sort of. But we are looking at a low Fu hand. Maybe +10 for closed drawn. But I guess it doesn't matter. So 4 Han, 20 Fu because it's Pin Fu. So no score there. White again. I don't know what we're looking at for this one. We have 5, 6, and 7 for this set here. We have possibly 5, 6, 7 here as well. Maybe cut this one over here. Maybe cut the north as well. I'm gonna cut this white very soon, because I don't want to be hanging around to that for too long. We do get this 5, 6, 7. We're gonna keep our hand closed most likely because I don't have any other Yaku. The green would have been better, actually. Because there are already 2 greens out. But that means we do have a closed triplet of 9s here. 9s being closed and terminals means that it's 2 times 2 times 2. That would be a total of 8 true here. So this is a fairly high, at least this triplet is a high food generating triplets. Nothing else is. Oh, come on. Of course I discarded and they all come out. Our pair is likely going to be this 4 here unless we get the 5. Which we do get the 5, and we're going to call riichi on that. Is this better? I think this might be better. We've reduced our chances, or we reduced the number of tiles we're waiting on, I think. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because we end up with a pair there in either case. But this increases our chance of, you know, there's 3 there. I was going to say this increases our chance of Uridora. Slightly. But okay, so we can calculate our food here. Sanshoku chance. Oh yes, you're right. 5, 6, 7, 2. Why does everyone else keep winning this? Okay, so this is 5 Han, so food doesn't matter. You know, remember when I said that as long as you keep winning the limit hands, you don't have to calculate your score and calculate the food. This is a very big example of that. We got 2 hands that were Mangan. As long as you can recognize when you've gotten that many Han, then yeah, you just don't have to calculate your score. I mean, you do calculate your score. Just it's not as hard. So we got the 5 as our Dora here, so this is double Dora here, which we may end up letting go of because I don't see a way. It doesn't currently connect to anything, and if we're going to cut it, we better cut it early. I'm gonna cut this now. So this could possibly be our Yaku, because it is it would be a set of wests. Can't read. I can't read. Is this correct? I'm gonna say it's probably correct. We have an Itsu chance here. Hope we can get the 2. Or it might just be your pair. I'm gonna cut this one. I might actually cut the rest of these so we can get only 2, except we had already cut this one.
Chi.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of cheapened our hand. You don't have to calculate your own score if you don't win. Yes, that is also true. Although it would be good to at least have a good I can't swap call. Can't swap call, I can't accept that. I mean, as I said earlier, everyone is responsible for making sure that the points on the table are exchanged correctly. So it'd be good to at least have a rough understanding of how much the score is for the other people's hands.
Sumo.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, that was should not have done that. This is 30 food because we had a middleweight, so that's +2. We had a Yakuhai pair, so that's another +2. That's about it. So that's 4, and then so that's 24. That's 24 rounds up to 30. So I'm gonna cut this 9 as well. Maybe cut the 3 next. We're hoping for the 6. 6 is Dora. Cut off the 9 again. Actually, that might have been useful because we could have accepted an 8.
Home.
Cut this 3. Somewhat redundant. And then now we have this, whatever this is going to be. We're going to wait for the next one to decide what to do with that. We could accept that. There's the next one. I feel like with how far... actually, we're in 2nd place. I think we can probably take this, because this is double. This is double, so that's probably worth enough. So this is worth 200, because it is a round win and our seat wins. Still hoping for the 6 here.
Home.
Which I don't expect to be getting. You know, why not? Why not? With any luck, we might be able to get rid of all... I don't know if I want to get rid of this, though. Also, the 8s are gone here. I was going to say we can go for Honitsu, but probably not a good idea. There's a riichi. We'll take this one. This one is still safe, too. But looking at this, so we have at least 2 Han already. You're calling Kan when there's a riichi right here. The 3 is likely safe due to Suji. But Suji traps do exist.
Long.
Oh! I guess pushing for it. I mean, there's still no reason to call Kan. But Hanuman, that was 7 Han, which means no Fu involved again. So that was Seat Wind. Oh, let's drop that one. I know that's my Seat Wind, but it's fine. So that was Seat Wind, Honitsu, the half flush, and then 4 Dora because of... Oh, is that why? Actually, I don't remember what the Dora indicator was for that one. But I had 4 Dora. And cut the 5 as well. So here we're looking for a 5, maybe. We don't have a pair, so we're looking to pair up one of these. This is good now. It may be worth cutting this one. Maybe not worth cutting down. We'll cut this one. Hoping for ones, we get that door right there. So best case, I think, we get the one, we get one of these, 1, 4, or 6. No, I'm still missing something. Not this 2. I don't think we need the 2. Actually, ideally, I guess we get the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can cut the 6 here. We got Sanshoku. I don't think we're getting that though.
Riichi.
Now to play very carefully. This one is likely safe. I'm not tossing that. Or not, we're not taking that one. We probably are going to toss this 9 though. South looks to be safe. There are 2 already out, so this is probably good. It's now definitely safe. Now it's Gambit's it. We got the 4, not the 1, but it's fine. Gotta cut this 4. Five is safe. 3 is not really all that safe. I have a feeling it might be.
Wrong.
Okay, so scoring wise here we have Riichi, Dora, 40 food because of the closed run, and then the middle weight there. South is Dora. So middle weights plus close run is brings you up to, so that is not, let's see what. So 20 base plus 10 for close run and plus 2 for middle weight. That brings up to 30, 32. Round up to 40.
Chi.
So the shortcut there is if it looks like a hand that's cheap in Fu, and it is a closed run, then it's likely 40 Fu. Unless it's Pin Fu, in which case it's 30.
Home. Wrong.
Okay. So Forhan, this is Yaku or Yaku to Yaku High here. And then Honitsu because it, or open Honitsu because it's 1 suit and honors. That's 4. And then you get a 4 from the reds, and they're on. Another 4 from the greens. I think it was wrong. So that's 8. I think that's it. So 8 round up, that is 30. So it's 20 for the base plus 8 is 28. Round up is 30.
riichi.
Already. Okay, I got this north that's fairly safe. I'll begin the we'll take that. The white's also safe. I think we will leave that alone. So now we got 2 safe tiles here. The 9 here is probably reasonably safe. It was before the riichi. But also I think we might be able to use the 9, maybe. South now is definitely safe. We can discard that. And the hand is starting to take shape. I think we can probably reasonably safely discard the 9.
Wrong.
Or not. Or not. Alright, fine. I hope that doesn't drop us anywhere. So in terms of who here, that was closed drawn. And Penbu, so that is 30. That is our seat wins. And we'll take that. We're not last. We're now. We're now. But also, there's a pretty large gap between second and third here. So we might want to consider trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Especially since it's South 3. We don't have our dealer turn anymore. Cutting this red next. If the other north comes out, we may want to consider getting it. Maybe. But then in terms of scoring, like that'll get us one Han. We have 2 Han from these 2 Dora here. 1 other Han from this Dora here. So that might actually be worth taking because we have 1, 2, 3 Han from Dora, and then it would be the 1 Han from this, so that's 4 Han already. That's not enough to get us to 40 Fu, but 430 is close enough. So that would be an open pawn in sets of these ones, which would be 2 times 2 base plus or times 2 for the terminal. Sorry, for the honor, and then potentially a 2 from elsewhere, but I'm not counting on it. So this would reach us to 440. Sorry, 430. Oh, okay. Gonna hold off. Gonna hold off for 1. We're on the 3rd row, and I'm hoping that's. Do not put anything that I need. Okay.
Each. Wrong.
Oh, I fed last place. Oh, it's a Hanuman. Okay. But once again, Hanuman. This was 2, 4, 6. So more than 4. Don't need to calculate food for that one. Now we have to be aggressive. I don't see how we can be aggressive with this hand, though. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep this closed. Hold up. So in terms of points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could go for G-Toy. G-Toy is always 25. There's no rounding involved at all. Unless you use the version where it's G-Toy is 1 Han, and then you go up to 50 Hu. Or yeah, something like that. Instead of the 2 Han 25. Because it works out to be the same thing. Okay, so consider riichi Chi-Toy. That's 3 Han. It's like what? 3 Han is roughly 4,000-ish. If I'm remembering the sheet correctly. Actually, no, the Chi-Toy is 25, so I don't want to go to the sheet. We can look that up later. This would not get me any closer. I mean, it kind of would, but also it would break 10. It wouldn't break Tenpai because or Tenpai for Chi-Toy. Or no, Ishan Ten for Chi-Toy? Another Hanuman. What is all these what are all these hands? I fear for my rank. Although at the level we're at, there's no ranking down, so it would be safe to continue playing. But there again, this is 7 Han, so you have a Honitsu, closed Honitsu, which is worth 3, 3 Dora, which is 1, and then some other thing there I don't remember. And 1, actually no, it's 3 just regular Doras. So this would have been either the Wests or the 6s, and then 1 Aka for the red there. So this is 7, which is Hanuman. Again, with 7, you don't need to calculate Fu, it just is. So, looking back at the sheet here, what would this have been? We said 325, I think. So 32 is non-dealer per run. Probably wouldn't have been enough to get anywhere. Maybe actually just slightly enough to get if we got it off 3rd place, maybe. But I think the difference is a little bit too high. I was at 27. They were at 700. So that was a little bit too high. Never mind. We wouldn't have gotten anywhere. We're going for one more. I think we'll probably end it there. And yeah, knowing how to score and be able to do it on the fly also means that you get a sense of whether you can overtake other people and what it would take to overtake them. So if you know that it takes a certain amount of points to overtake them, and you have a choice between a cheap-ish hand and a more expensive hand, then you might want to consider not going for the cheap hand if you are trying to not be last. Hanuman Sumo would have been enough for 3rd place tie. But 4th place because of seat order. Yes. Seat order is a thing. But I don't think we were anywhere close to Hanuman either. Alright, we'll take that. We're now E Shanten. 1 away from Tenpai. We're gonna cut this 4 here. So looking ahead to what our score could be, I'm gonna cut this 9. Maybe we're gonna cut this 8, depending on what we get. Actually, hold on. If we get another one of these, I might cut out this one. It'll take us away from Tenpai, but it means we could potentially go for a higher head. Because with this one, if we end up getting, say, best case scenario, we get the 9 and we get the 4. This now becomes. We're gonna take that, and we are actually going to gun for that. So we could have, in this case, we could have cut the 8 to go for Tenpai, or we're doing what I'm doing right now because it's still fairly early in the game, and going for Honitsu. Honitsu is worth 2 Han open, whereas the other one we got wouldn't have been worth anything. Oh, no way, we actually got it. And now we also get Itsu. So we got Itsu, Yakutai, 2 Han for open Honitsu. That is Hanuman, and and then 1 Dora for this one, then 1 Akadora for that one, so that is 6 Han. That's just Hanuman. Again, if you're up that high, you don't need to calculate your Fu. And you just look at the table. This one. It's looking like maybe Tanyo. Or not. Maybe we should go for Tanyo anyway. Got the 3 so there. Which is probably going to be my downfall. It's 3 so. Like I said. Next one is cut the 7. So here we can accept a 3, 4, 1, or a 3 mon here. This is looking like we're probably gonna have to call riichi. So I got riichi, and depending on what else comes out of this, probably just riichi. We're gonna generate at least 2 Fu from 2 Fu from one of these. If it's gonna be, if we end up completing this one, this would have been the, this would be 4 Fu, because you get the ×2 for the, ×2 for the, a lot to think about. Let's drop this one, whatever. ×2 for the terminal, or for this one, no terminal. Something. How do I pronounce it? Payovi? Payovi? I would have dropped 1 pin over 7 pins to keep possible equal shape, and also with Kanyo. That, yeah, that is a consideration. I think, would that have gotten us farther away from, I think that would have maybe gotten us farther away from Tenpai, but we're also far enough away that maybe it wouldn't have mattered. So right away we have door here, door here. From the, oh wait, the thing earlier was a buy mode. I hope that wasn't from me. Actually, it might have been from me. look at the score here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6 and 8. That gets up to Spyman. Again, anything past 4 means you don't have to count Fu. And 8 is definitely past 4. Okay, no, it was from me. What happens when you don't pay attention? Which is fine, because I'm here explaining things anyway. Maybe this one. Yeah, the goal of this stream is not to win games, it's to explain scoring. But it would be nice if we would win. So we're hoping for a 3 over here. This is probably going to be our pair, or maybe this one. A little bit early to tell. We do not have... Oh, actually, maybe we go for some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough for 7 pairs. We get 5 pairs. You should consider going for Chi Toy 7 pairs because it's faster to go for it. And nobody wins on the Tuso. I'm gonna drop that now. Oh, we're probably gonna hold off on that for now. Which one's better? This one or this one?
Sumo.
Here, call riichi. Oh, I don't think riichi would have helped here anyway, because that's 6 and then riichi would have been 7. Unless it opened up opened up some Urador that would have been helpful. But Hanuman, this was 6 Han, no Fu needed. So there you go. But if we were doing Fu because it was Chi Toy, that would be 25 straight. Because it's Chi Toy. What am I looking at here? This one. Probably. 1, 2. Probably been better to discard something over here. It's 9 maybe? I guess we do maybe discard this 9, just so we can probably get Tanyo, except we have this here, which means we can maybe accept the 1. Which isn't great, but we can always just also not accept the 1. There are 3 1s already out. We get another 9, alright. Guess we're not cutting that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think best case. Actually, I don't know about best case. What do we do about this one? Because we are on the road to either Chi Toy again, we get another pair or something, or just any old regular hand. Where we would have to drop 2 tiles of anything here.
chi,
Which means it would probably be better if we do get, say, a 4, or an 8, or 6. Okay. Then we should probably take that. I don't want to take this. But also Tempai. We're not gonna win here. But I'm also we're in the last few tiles. We have 17 tiles left. I would rather secure Tempai in this case. This is not safe. Actually, no. There's one here, but also it's my seat went. It's probably fine. This one is iffy. No. 4 is at least Genbutsu against the... Haha. Wait, Itsu. Okay, I didn't see Itsu. I'm okay with that. We got 1 Dora. But yeah, 30 here because of the this hand. I don't remember doing this 8 here. But yeah, because of the open 8 set, this is +2. Our weight didn't generate anything because it was two-sided. So I think it was just from this.
Home.
Alright, cut Dora right away, because it doesn't connect to anything. What are we looking at here? We could maybe get Sanshoku. We need a 2 here, we need a 3 here. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Also, we probably should have cut this one instead. Because, Sanzo.
Chi.
Or maybe this is getting a little bit greedy because we already have a pair on the 9s. Giving us another chance. Cut the Sanshoku chance, but could have gotten the Sanshoku maybe. You know, we already had a complete set here. I didn't need to do that. Keep getting all these tiles back.
Each.
Wee, alright.
Home.
This is kind of dangerous. But we're going for it anyway.
Each.
Dealer riichi. So we're waiting on a 1. You're probably not going to get a 4. Or...
Home.
3?
Long.
We don't get it anyway. Ooh. Mangan. Again, food not needed there. Actually, no, food is needed here because it's only 4. So 4. Entotsu shape. I gotta remember what Entotsu means. But I think that refers to the that weight pattern there that we had earlier. But anyway, what do we have here? So this is a 4 for the open set of one. For the open set of Easts, so that's Terminal. God Sparing, welcome in. Hello. We're just playing some games to have some practical, or to see scoring in action. We're just about to score the last hand here. So this was an open set of East, so that's 4 Han. This one, probably this one. 4 Han, and then you have a closed set of green, so that's 8 Han. And then you have your middle weights, or sorry, not middle weight. That is, I think this actually gets set as a pair weight, because that maximizes the number of points that this generates. Yeah, that maximizes the number of points to generate, so that actually is another +2. So you have 4 here, you have 8 here, this is another 2, so that's 10 here and 14. This one, that's 14, which rounds up, and then +20 for the base, so that's 24, rounds up to 30. We're missing stuff. Anyone want to help here? Where are we missing? That should go up to 40 if this is 40. If this is 4 Han, it has to go to 40 Fu. Unless Tenho has Kiriage Manga, which I didn't think it did. I never played Mahjong before, so this will be interesting for me. Oh well, hope it doesn't get too confusing. If you're interested, actually, we have a collab coming up soonish. It was supposed to be today, but one of the members had something that came up. So we're looking at probably rescheduling it next week Saturday. Still to be confirmed for sure, but we're looking at maybe doing it that time. And that will be a teaching collab where I teach 2 people who haven't played before, and then 1 person who has played some before. So it's definitely a stream to check out. So 20 plus 4 plus 8 equals 32. Oh, so I just mathed wrong then. So win 20 plus closed green dragon plus open east, pair weights, round to 40. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I just mathed wrong. This isn't the first time that's happened this stream. This one, I have no idea what's going on over here. I've been focusing over here. But it's looking like we're going for Tanyao. I'm working on a 2. Actually, ideally we get one of these so we can have a toy. But we're so close to the end, we're probably not getting it. I hope I'm not 30-10. I'm not 30-10. So, scoring at Ryukoku for the washout, there are 3,000 points that go around. And it gets split between all the players who are Tenpai. So, the players who put in, or sorry, who are not Tenpai, put in 3,000 collectively, so they split the 3,000. And then the players who are not Tenpai, or sorry, who are Tenpai, split the 3,000 that have been paid out. So in this case, 2 people are Tenpai, and 2 people are not Tenpai. This one? So yeah, 2 people not Tenpai, 2 people were Tenpai, which means 1,500 points gets paid out by the people who are not Tenpai, and then 1,500 points get paid to the people who were. We're looking at Tanya here. I'm not quite sure exactly how we're gonna pull this off. The 5, 6, 7 could be an ipeiko here. Maybe drop the 2 so we don't accidentally get the 1. That's 3, 4, 5 here. I got the 6. Could turn this into a 3-sided weight, maybe. Oh, okay. So in terms of food here, we generate 4 food from here, and then another 2 from here because this becomes an open triplets of the 2s. Non-terminal, so it's just 2. So the 4 here plus the 2 here, that would be 6. Plus base 20 is 26, rounds up to 30, and this would be 230. Drop the indicator. So yeah, God Sparing, and for anyone else who hasn't played Mahjong before, if you ever played Rummy, it's very similar. If you ever played poker, it's not that similar, but people do make comparisons to it because the way you win in Japanese Mahjong is that you have to have certain hand shapes to be able to win. And so that's what these ones are that we got here, like the Yakuhai there, or if we scroll up here, the Bakaze Ton Honitsu Ikitsukan. Sorry, Ikitsukan. That had the long vowel there. Itsu. I played Uno that's quite similar to the style, but not really. Yeah, Uno isn't really all that similar here. So the basics here is that you have 3 numbered suits. You have the characters, you have the circles, and you have the bamboo. And those all go from 1 to 9. They're 4 of each tile. And then you also have the winds, east, south, west, north. And then you have the dragons, green, white, and reds. Those ones don't make sequences, but the numbers do. And then there's this table of things that you can make in terms of the winning stuff. Riichi, for example, is one here, which I am pressing just because I don't want to think. Probably not the best move right now, but we're waiting on this 8 here. So Riichi here means that I'm about to win. It means I need 1 more tile to complete my hand. The goal here in general is to get 4 sets in a pair, where a set is either a sequence, so 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and a pair. So in this case, the 2 8s here are pairs. And then for Japanese Mahjong, you have to have one of the winning requirements, the yaku. In this case, calling Riichi is one of those winning conditions. Is it going to be a set with incrementing symbols up to a limit, and then you get to play the set? So a sequence only has 3. You can only have 3 tiles in a sequence. So in this case, we have 2 potential sequences of 7, 8, 9. Or here we have 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4 as our 2 sequences here. Or over here we have 1, 2, and 3. That's another sequence there. Or it can be a set like this, where it's a triplet or a quad. Again, there are only 4 of each tile. Yeah. I was gonna say in other versions of Mahjong, like American, you can have more stuff, but American Mahjong is just very different, so I'm not gonna mention that. Come on, this is Suji.
Sumo.
Oh, we got Sumo. Alright, so this means we drew it ourselves. Riichi, Tsumo, ipeiko. Ipeiko being this one here. That's 330. We got We got 2 fu from the middleweight. And then 2 fu from the sumo, so that's 4 fu, rounds up to 30 fu. If you add the 20 for the base. 24 up to 30. And scoring wise, we got the 2 riichi sticks, but also because we had 2 honba here, 2 honba means so every honba is worth 300 points. And for sumo, everyone else pays 100 per home. Dragons worth the highest points. They can be high. It depends on how they're used. If you get a set of dragons, it does count as one of your winning conditions. But it's not necessarily that dragons in general are going to be higher than anything else. It all depends on how they fit into the hand. Because having, say, this dragon in a set where it would otherwise be like all 2s and 8s or 2 to 8s actually makes the hand be worth less. Because again of those winning conditions. We might actually get rid of this. Actually, no, I was a little bit too far away from that because they have this one's here and one's here. Oh well. I should have kept that actually and gotten rid of these ones. If Uno allows it, thou may do it. Day became a god, Kami-san not to he, MAHJONG episode 4. I remember hearing about that show. I don't think I saw it. I do remember GJM subbing it. I don't know if they finished. Come on. What do I even do here? Okay, we're gonna keep that. I'm gonna toss these. No, you know what? I should have tossed the ones. So I actually go for Tanyao. Too late now.
Riichi. Riichi.
Actually, no, we couldn't have gone for Tanyao anyway, because there's a one here. Tanyao, by the way, is the one that I mentioned where you have your hand only has 2 to 8s. No honors, no terminals. Terminals being 1s or 9s, and honors being the winds and dragons. Chanta. Okay. You don't go for that hand, but I guess it just happened in this case. Chanta is the Yaku, the winning condition, where all your sets have a terminal or honor. Do we cut this one? I guess we can cut this one. Or maybe we should have cut the 9 so we get Tanyao. You know, whatever. In this case, there are a bunch of honors here. This is a terminal. This is a terminal in the 7, 8, 9 sets. And this is a... I don't know what to do with this one. Cut this one. And then this is a 9 in this 7, 8, 9 set as well. There was a cool M League, a professional riichi MAHJONG League Easter egg in that episode too. Oh, maybe I do have to watch that then, in that case. We got 2 Dora here, that's nice. So 3 Han, and then we're looking at a 4 from this one, 4 from this one. That's 8 Fu for this. And then plus 2 for the pair weight. So that would be 10 plus 20 is 30. That is just a very even 30 Fu. gonna cut this one. Twitch ads do 1 minute. 1.5 minutes actually. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we have to run ads on Twitch, but if you're affiliate, you kind of have to. Take this one. That's we don't want to do anything with that, so maybe we're going to cut that one. I don't like that. Welcome back, Twitch. So I got sparing in case you didn't hear that. We got the ad setup right now is, I want to cut that. The store. The ad setup right now is 1.5 minutes every half hour. I'm not particularly thrilled about that, but
riichi,
if you're affiliate, you kind of have to do ads. But you can distribute that, so you do 3 minutes of ads every hour. But you can distribute that almost however you like. Some people have 3 minutes of ads at the top of every hour. So they bunch it all up at once. The suggested frequency is 1.5 minutes every half hour, which is what we have right now. And that's if you want to disable pre-roll ads. And I don't like pre-roll ads because you jump into someone's stream and then you get hit with ads right away. I'm more likely to hop off than wait for the ads, to be honest. That's why I prefer to disable it. But can't get rid of ads altogether. So in terms of this one, this is Forfu. For the reds, there's an open weight, so that generates no other food. So that is 20 plus 4, runs up to 30.
Home.
I don't actually mind ads in Twitch compared to YouTube, but if ads happen during the climax moments, that would suck, yeah. There is technically a way for me to delay ads when they're coming up. I just haven't used it yet. I know it auto disables it when you have a raid coming in or a hype train coming in. So Twitch is at least aware of those events and will delay them. But it only delays it to up to a point. You can't just delay it for the entire stream. You do end up having to run them eventually. This one. But for anything else, then I can't remember if you can. Yeah, you should be able to delay ads yourself. I think there is something there. Yeah, you can snooze them for some time. You can't delay it until the end of the stream unless you're close to ending. You can snooze up to a maximum number of times and only for a certain amount of time. I can't remember if it was something like 10 minutes. We cut this one. We cut this one. I think we can cut this one. But you can't delay it indefinitely.
riichi,
1, 2, 3, maybe 4. This is not all that safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have maybe gotten one of these, but then also we have this, which is maybe okay. I'm gonna drop this. Questionable. Still questionable. But this is looking less... Okay. Less dangerous than the others, because this is full of character tiles. I'd rather drop the 3 soul. This one looks fairly dangerous because there's nothing, there are hardly any circles here. I'm not about to push. You know that one's safe-ish. For some reason, when Twitch does the ads thing and subscription, they do better than YouTube. I like this system more than YouTube. There is actually a way to just not have ads on YouTube. So if you're after like if you're after optimal ad avoidance, YouTube has a way to do that. But hold on, it's this. I need mods here. Not this one. Okay. But yeah, in terms of ads on YouTube, I actually don't know what YouTube's policy is on ads and what their ad schedule looks like. I don't know. So I actually watch YouTube streams through MPV, so I never get ads. So I don't know what it actually looks like if you're running third player. As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen mid-roll ads on YouTube, but maybe I just haven't been on the right streams. I know it happens if you're watching a VOD or a video. Oh wait, maybe I should have... I shouldn't have done that one. Actually, maybe that's why my browser kind of just dies in the middle of its stream sometimes. Maybe it's because of mid-roll ads. I'll have to look into that. Shorts, I don't... Yeah, shorts are too short for ads to be useful there. So I don't think they have any. But definitely for videos and for past live streams, for VODs, they do have them. And it's very annoying because you're clicking around into a video, like a long video, you get hit with an ad when you scroll around. And then you go again to scroll around, like, click around somewhere else, and then you get hit with an ad again immediately afterwards. You know, you can at least maybe have a cooldown for when you show me ads. I'm just not gonna watch the video at that point. Who needs this?
Come.
Oh.
Gong.
How a short video? It's 15-second video, but you get hit with 2-minute ads. Yeah, I don't think I've come across many short videos. And when I do watch them, I don't generally watch them through the YouTube UI, so I don't actually notice any of the ads. But yeah, that would be pretty annoying, having a 2-minute ad break for a 15-second video. Anyway, what happened there was somebody caught my tile and then they discarded, and then somebody else won off of them. So thankfully it didn't hit me, because for one, it only, if you claim someone's discard for a win, the discarder is the only one that pays. In this case, this was closed run for Penbu. That means it's 30, and then 4 Han from all this stuff here, which is just shy of MAHJONG. We're looking at hopefully getting a 2 over here. Maybe. Wave pickle would be nice. Or get a 4. I would still like to get a 2. But if you need it, we can cut this 3 so. Okay. I don't know if this will help us, but it does get us a little bit closer. So what we're looking at here, assuming we cut the 3 so here, we're looking at probably riichi. That's 1 Han. We don't have any Dora, so we're hoping for Uda. So I think it's 1 Han. This will end up being 4 Hu. And then this will end up being 2. This will probably end up being 1. So it's either 2 Hu minimum. So I'm looking at 1 Han 40 minimum, probably. I see 1 exposed there in the 2-layer set. Hold on. What's this? Oh, riichi, alright.
Riichi.
What does that mean? You mean this one here? Talking about the one in the corner. So this is saying they claimed this 5 off the person. Oh no, okay. So not that one. 1 exposed. Oh, this one. This here. Yeah, so this is called the Dora indicator. The tile that comes after it, so in this case the 6 of circles, is called the Dora, and that's worth more. So if you have it in your winning hands, it counts towards one of these. So this is Dora. They have the 6 there, right? So this adds to their points. So for calculating food here, this is Penbu, but closed run. So that is just 30. I managed to sneak it on to 2nd place without doing a whole lot. For context here, you start with 25,000 points. We ended up with 27.2. So not a big jump, but not too shabby. We're at 2nd. All right. Well, that brings us to about just under 3 hours. So I think we're probably gonna leave it there. I hope you learned something about scoring. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I think we can go ahead and give some of these resources again. So this is the reference sheet from the Toronto Riichi Club that we're using. So thank you to the Toronto Riichi Club for providing this one. It is freely available on their GitHub. Right here. make sure you take the one that says riichi reference sheet, not the WRC sheet. This one is for another similar rule set. So this is the international competition rule sets, whereas this one is the rule set that the Toronto Riichi Club uses for their casual games, which is probably more closer to what you would prefer to play with. So these are all the tiles they have, and then these are the score tables, and then these are all the winning conditions, all the acca they have. This isn't going to mean a whole lot to you unless you know how to play, but it is a good starting point until you get taught how to play. For those of you, again, who don't know how to play, we will be having a collab tentatively scheduled for next week, Saturday. So do consider coming out to that if you want to learn how. It is going to be a teaching session with 3 other people, so even if you know nothing, then you should hopefully be able to learn how to play from that. This is the scoring trainer that we played on today. We got 15 correct and 4 wrong because of either math or because you're just not paying attention enough. But this is very helpful, so thank you to Jellycode for that. So it was his recommendation for this one. And then we have the riichi wiki, which contains the rules for the scoring, plus a ton of other things to help you get started and whatnot. An entire wiki dedicated to Japanese Mahjong, so definitely a lot of stuff here if you want to read up on more. With links to the food article and the scoring table article as well in here. Okay, I think that's it. Is that it? I think that was it for this stream. That takes us to the end of the schedule. So next week, again, tentatively the collab, but the schedule will be posted on Twitter and in Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, there's a link for you to join. If you'd like to join us there, there is a MAHJONG channel where if you want to ask questions, you are very welcome to ask questions in there as well. All right, is there anything else? I think that's probably it. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making vtuber on Linux. Today we're scoring Mahjong hands, and we will see what happens next week. Schedule should be up early next week, probably. They're usually a little bit delayed. All right, that's it. For those of you on Twitch, we're gonna find something to write, so stick around. For those of you on YouTube, we're just gonna end as usual. I don't quite have enough subs for rating out, and I don't know if we have anyone to rate out to anyway. Okay, that's it. All right, thanks everyone for coming. See you next stream, and good night. Alright, I think I found some new raids. We're gonna stay in the Mahjong category, or Mahjong related category. We're gonna go raids Cocoa Bun DT. Seems like they are playing Mahjong and Mahjong Soul, so you can put your learning into practice and try to score their hands. Yeah, so if this is the raid message, if you'd like to participate, you can go ahead and copy that, send it over when you are in there, and get sent over there. Otherwise, well, that's it. Enjoy the Mahjong, and we'll see you next time. Hey, chat.